What's up, guys? We're out here today, we're driving and have a new video idea today, and I think I want to take you guys along the journey. But today what we're doing is we are actually going to play golf, and this is kind of a different video than the ordinary, I'll tell you that. And the reason that we're doing this is I want to show you guys some fun stuff. Like, I think a lot of my channel has been a lot of sit down talk videos, serious videos, but I kind of want to start vlogging more and show you guys kind of what I do in my day-to-day life. And I will say a majority of my days are pretty boring because, you know, I'm just working all day. But there are a lot of days, like once a week, where I'll go on golf, I'll go and do fun stuff. Like, as you guys know, I used to play golf and I got pretty good at it, right? So that's one thing I do a lot. And I recommend a lot of you guys too, who like are locked in, you're locked in things, to have fun, to do things that you enjoy, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing today. So I guess what we'll do is we're gonna go golfing. One of my homies, he actually works at the #1 golf course in Texas. It's gosh, I forget the name of it, but it's like an hour north of Houston. But it's, if you look on Golf Digest, which is like the national ranking system they have for golf, it's the #1 great course in Texas, which is freaking insane. So I kind of want to take you guys along the journey and show you guys kind of everything I do on the golf course, and kind of just ways that I get my mind off work and stuff. Because I have a lot of stuff with business going on right now, and it's definitely a lot of stress. But whenever you have a lot of stress, you also need to enjoy your time, because there's no point in just living life and not actually spending the money you make to enjoy it. So I kind of want to take you guys on the journey today, and we'll have some fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
I'm spending this shit on my bitch and my kids. I'm sending the bit, not the beans. This motherfucker pink slip, nigga, no rent. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spend. These fuck niggas telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the kind.
I was kind of driving here and I was really thinking about like how hard it was when I started the business stuff and trying to actually accomplish my goals, and kind of I want to give you guys some tips, I guess, on what you can do to speed up the process of your success. And it goes down to multiple things, right? So the #1 thing you need is you need to figure out what skills you have that will make you money, or that will give you success as quickly as possible, right? So basically every single person who lives on earth has some sort of skill set that most people don't have, and that they are definitely above average at, right? So maybe you're good socially, maybe you're good at communication, maybe you're good at sales, maybe you're good at assisting people. Figure out what that is, and basically right now with tools. So for example, I'm not affiliated with this company, but Lovable, Bolt, all these AI, they call it, I guess, like, let's say, I forget what the name of it is, but it's like these non-coding platforms that you can build anything you want on, basically. And you build it using AI and using prompting. And that's why I think it's so important to learn prompt engineering. But that's for another video. But I will say, like, most people who are trying to have success don't figure out the shortcuts that will make them have success quick enough, right? So you have to do research, figure out tools. But that's like, honestly, like the second step. The first step is you got to figure out what you want to do. And for most people, they want to work a normal job. And if you want to work a normal job, this video is just really not for you. Because look, if you want to work a normal sales job, that's kind of what I did. But it gets to a point where you make so much money, you have so much success, you don't want to work for someone else. You want to do it for yourself, right? So I guess there's nothing wrong with working a normal job. Like, most people don't want to work a normal job, but they're too lazy to get out of that wave because of the fact that they're scared to take risk, right? So I would say, like, if you are in that threshold, do what makes you happy. If you want to work a job and you want to help people in that way, it's not a bad way to live life. But for me, the way I always thought of life is I never wanted to be like that normal person, honestly. And there's nothing wrong with being a normal person, like, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But I think for some people, they just can't be satisfied with that. And that's kind of how I feel. And I'm sure many of you guys probably feel the same way. But the steps to get out of that is you have to figure out a skill. You need to stick under someone or find some sort of, I would say, commission-only job first to get the skills necessary to make money, and to get the communication skills even better than you already have them. Because basically, if you want to make money in any single threshold of society, you need to have a very good idea of how to convince people to work with you, to give people value, to want to work with you, right? So I'll give you guys an example of myself, right? So when I started, I was wholesaling real estate. I worked with I wasn't really working for them, I was a partner with them. And when I first started, I was cold calling real estate agents. And that got me a really good understanding of real estate. It got me a really good understanding of negotiations and sales. And that skill is what got me to making a company now. And I'm actually launching my second company very, very soon. So I went from, having a little bit of success to now launching 2 companies in the span of like 2 months. So there's a reason I'm doing that. And I know because I have the skill set now, but I didn't have before previously. But I will say you have to learn what people like. You have to learn how to make your customers happy. You have to learn customer support. You don't learn that unless you work some sort of job. And earlier in the video, I was talking about how you don't want to work a job forever, but you need to work a job temporarily to get out of that area you're in, because you need to learn the necessary skills. I'm not talking like a job, I'm talking about a job that actually is going to give you value in your next company, your next idea you want to build. Learn from someone who's doing it well already, take what you need to take from them, and then you leave. And once you leave and you do your own thing, that's when you can start having success, right? So I think if you want to have success, you have to be willing to do that, right? So again, it's a tough process, and it's gonna take a few years. Like, I had a video, I think I posted already, but basically I talked about the 5-year process and how you're not gonna have success overnight. It's gonna take months and months and years to have the success you want, especially if you're trying to make like $10,000 to $50,000 a month. It's gonna take you probably 1.5 to 2 years realistically, if you work hard every single day. I'm talking like sacrifice, going out, like waking up early, going to the gym, eating healthy, because all those things help you have success. Whenever you're starting your business, whenever you're trying to be the best version of yourself, you aren't necessarily competing with other people, but you are in a sense, because the world's a competition. Businesses are competition. Every single thing you do every day is a competition. The way you look is a competition with other people, and you can maximize, you can literally maximize everything about you if you do everything right, and you do the little things right. So like, for example, if you eat healthier, you're gonna feel better, which is gonna make you have more energy, which is gonna make you work more. Stuff like that is gonna give you a slight competitive advantage over the rest of the crowd. So really think about that whenever you're starting out. You need to give yourself a competitive advantage, and you need to make all the odds that are stacked against you with you. And the way you do that is by figuring out what your strengths and weaknesses are, obviously making your strengths better, and obviously fixing your weaknesses, and obviously either delegating that weakness or figuring out how to make it better yourself before you delegate it, right? So I think that's the biggest tip I give someone who's starting. The next few things are also really cool too. So I would say it's really hard when you're starting, because especially if you have friends and family, they're going to want to give you advice, and most of them don't have good opinions about things. Like, obviously me, I'm giving you guys advice, but like, I made what, 250 grand before I was even 20. So it's like, I have a reason to give advice. I have a background. I actually have the knowledge, because I've been through the failure. I made $0. I've lost money for a period of time, then I made a lot of money. And that's kind of where I'm at now. And that's why I'm giving you guys advice, because I've had success, and I want to help you guys have success as well, right? So be very careful from who you're listening to, because some people don't want you to have success, and some people do want to have some people do want you to have success, but again, they don't know what it actually takes to have success, because they're not even a successful person in the first place, right? So I would say, like, it's really hard to have success when you're first starting, but if you're willing to go through that wave of struggling and having issues over and over again, you're going to be a better person, and you're going to be the best version of yourself, because you're going to get through that and then be successful, right? Most people you're competing against are full of shit. They're not strong. They're easy to compete against. Like, for me, like, I have a lot of people that say they want to build a business like me, but they haven't done it. Like, they've been telling me for 2 years, oh, I want to start a business. They haven't started yet. Anyone can start a business now. You simply need to make an LLC, you need to file a bank account, and you need to start selling and figure out a problem and sell it. It's not that hard to make a business, but people overcomplicate it because they're worried. And I was like that at one point too. You can't be worried, because every human is born with stress, right? Everyone who's a human has stress, and you have to figure out how to mitigate that stress or outworking everyone. Because I can tell you, every single day there's more and more problems that add up in my life and in my business, but I figure out ways to outcompete people, because I figure out ways to solve those problems faster than other people. So I think for you guys, really think about that. And I'll bring up one more point that I think is really necessary as well, and I think you guys should definitely hear this, but it's honestly just working hard. Like I mentioned earlier, outcompete people, but literally all you have to do is just work hard. People in our society and our Gen Z are so freaking lazy. I'm gonna fix that for you guys. People are so lazy in our generation, and it's not that hard to win. I'm telling you, it's not hard to win, but most people just don't know what it actually takes to work hard, and they don't even know what hard work is, and they're never gonna know what hard work is, because they're scared and they don't even know where to start. So you guys who are kind of concerned and don't know what to do in your life yet, understand that it's not that hard to win if you do the little things every day. And the little things that'll make you 1% better every day is what's going to eventually give you that big reward, that big paycheck. So yeah, I guess guys, this is a valuable video. I think I just wanted to talk. I'm driving right now, going to have a good time, going to the golf course with my friends. But I do think this is a valuable video that you guys can definitely take some value from. But I do have a lot of other videos on my channel where I talk about, I guess, little tips you can do when you start to give yourself the best chance of having success. So yeah, I'll have a video up here talking about that and kind of talking about how to be successful, especially when you don't have much knowledge and you don't know where to start. But yeah, go click off this video, go click on that video, and I will see you guys up there. Thanks.